senior, when you check the petition there, you know when President Akufo-Addo was a petition, he received petitions
yes.
Why wasn't it moved on? Because what we heard was it doesn't even have any substantive case to even come out with council of state to sit and then let's suspend her, let's form a committee. You see, the cases that are being brought, I learned one was one person's petition was also Tiano said then.
Hello guys, it's yet another week again on your favorite political show, Political Pulse, on Kane Media TV, Kane Media Trends, with me, Gausu Zamani, and you know how we do it every week. I come here with my favorite guests, we sit, we have conversation, we dissect and dilute issues of national concerns, at the end of it all, we give advices, and then we hope that, the rank and file of the country, the leadership of the country will take the little knowledge of the youth and then implement it in ruling our country. So just as we do it every week, I'm being joined by my guest. But before I introduce my guest, my viewers watching me out there, Kane Media TV, Kane Media Trends, we are calling out for sponsorship. So if you're a business, if you're a product out there, you want to reach your market, we want to advertise your product, just pick our contact numbers below and then reach out. We'll be more than willing to market your product for you. Kane Media TV, Kane Media Trends, just as we say, we make you famous. So bring your product, bring yourself, and we are going to make you famous. Yes. So this is your favorite political show with me, Gausu Zamani. So quickly, I'm going to introduce my guests. I have my guest from the NPP. Honorable Yao Ake. Honorable Yao Ake, how are you doing?
Blessed and highly favored.
The very last time you visited us, Charlie, on our social media, the way people were writing comments that they want to see you, they want you to be regular on the show, I had no choice than to bring you today. So thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, and thank you to our viewers too.
Good. And I have Mr. Prince Kuma from the NDC.
Yes, the Greater Katamanso.
Mr. Prince, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Good. My guests are regular on my show. This is not their first time here, so they know the ins and outs of this show. They know the lay down procedures. As we go, we make sure we argue, and our argument is directed to a particular section where the youths are being considered most. Because at the end of the day, you see the mabunu and the bumai. Na one the ekwewi. Na na yakadie. We make sure that the yakan ye buabu anu ye ageda anu ye ama yeden enya ho faso. Nti ene no ye be discuss yen sensem bi a ekoso wo man ni mu na yenya NPP for ni NDC for wa hade. Omo nyina be kire yen ho adwen from the background of their political parties, which is the MPP and then NDC. So quickly, we are going to delve into our conversations for today. I'll start with Honorable Ake. Better still, let me lay the preamble for our discussions today. So we have 3 topics that we are going to discuss. Our first topic has to do with the suspension of the Chief Justice. So according to the Constitution of Ghana, Article 46, reading down was... Come again?
146.
Article 146. Sorry. Article 146. My guests are intelligent. Yes. According to our Constitution of Ghana Mamrakes here, Article 146, say Emma grounds for removal of the Chief Justice. Now, the President of the land, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has suspended the Chief Justice. Honorable Ake, the suspension of the Chief Justice, do you think this particular suspension is laying foundation for substantive government to continually remove Chief Justice?
Okay, so thank you for your question. So coming to, in this country we have three arms of government.
Yes.
Our legislature, executive, and judiciary.
Judiciary.
We all know that when there's a problem, where we run to is the judiciary, because we believe it's not politicized.
That's true.
We believe it is an arm of government that holds high integrity.
That's good.
Where even, when we have serious issue like 2012, when a political party like MPP thought that we had been cheated in the election, that is where we run to, because we believe they are the best people to hear us. So once you start to bring in politics to our judicial service, I think it will be dangerous, and it will be a path that won't help our democracy.
So when you say we are bringing politics into our judicial service, what do you mean exactly?
Good. What I'm trying to say is, when a party comes into power and wants to lay the foundation that there should be, by any means or any cost, remove the Chief Justice without any substantive reason, I think it is laying a foundation where other parties that will come into power in the future will also use that same means to take off that CJ that is hereby politicizing our judicial service, and it will be very dangerous to our democracy here in Ghana, because I believe one arm that we shouldn't even take politics there should be our judicial service. Because these are people who are going to sit on cases, who are protecting our constitution. In fact, when you do social studies, they will tell you they interpret the constitution for us.
Oh yeah, that is their duty.
Yes.
That is the
so
duty of the
if we are
judiciary.
now going to find reasons and come out with skirmishes or mindsets to take off the CJ, I don't know the motive behind, then I think our democracy is in danger.
Okay, but if you say democracy is in danger, our democracy enjoy is being governed and run by the Constitution of Ghana.
Sure.
And then this process that we are talking about, Article 146, can say, suspend the Chief Justice, Obibeka say it is constitutional. So far, Nioma Akoko Kosunyano, who go through Article 146, the President of Ghana has gone through what has been stated in the Constitution. So, what I'm going to ask is, what is the cause of alarm? I actually say your democracy is at stake today.
So what we are saying is, as you rightly know, that the removal of a justice or a chief justice is rightly stated in Article 146 of our Constitution, where we know how the process all goes on. Yes, in 2015 there was an instance where Anna Sarimiyao came out with an expose on judges.
Yes.
Where Georgina Wood, the then CJ, handled the issue with care, established a case before putting it out or coming out. You see, it's just like there's a rush or there's an ulterior motive behind this one. People have brought petition to you, and I don't even believe a case has been established to the extent that we should quickly just move on to it, suspend the woman. At least let's make it clear to the whole people. Let the people understand the whole process. But it is like a political party where, you see, the problem here comes in NDC in opposition has been raising alarm on judges, especially CJ. We believe President John Dramani Mahama in opposition made some comment that our judicial service is being packed with MPP judges and so on. But you see, when they win a case at the court, they praise the judges. Immediately they lose the case. Hey, the court is being packed with MPP. You see, so from opposition, there has been a notion there. So when they came into power and they did this, it might even be in the right process. But because of some utterances they've made in opposition, it has made the whole thing look like a witch hunt. They are coming into power to just take up the woman and then put in the agenda, set the ball rolling, get their people there. But you know one thing, I was telling my people, that this shouldn't even be an issue, because after all, anybody you bring as CJ, if they even want, they should just wipe all the judges and bring new people. They are going to work with the Ghana constitution. They don't even go and take Togo's constitution.
Oh, that's true.
They are going to work with Ghana's constitution. So for me, I have no problem, but they are setting a precedent.
Okay.
They are setting a precedent where I believe that any party that will come into power, now we are all going to agree that the CJ position is political, just like the CEOs and the rest.
Okay.
Just like how when you come, the MPP minister knows that NDC is in power, I'm going. That is how the CJ is going to be like.
So is this your personal stand, or that is the stand of the political party?
Oh no, what is going on? I believe everybody is watching. Political parties are watching.
But if we say whatever is being happening now is carefully adherence to the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, why should there be an issue of political parties backing here and there?
Senior, when you check the petition there, you know when President Akufo-Addo was a petition, he received petition.
Yes.
Why wasn't it moved on? Because what we heard was it doesn't even have any substantive case to even come out with council of state to sit and then let's suspend her, let's form a committee. You see, the cases that are being brought, I learned one was one person's petition was also Otiano said then. You see, there are a lot of.
I have not have the feel of the petition. I've not had the. I know for a fact that the petition is not out there for Ghanaians to know, of which the constitution clearly states that.
Yes. You see, that is what I'm saying. Even our constitution, there are a lot of lapses or potholes inside that
need to be looked at.
Yes, especially Article 146.
Okay.
It should be clearly watched.
Okay.
It should be clearly watched.
At the point reading Article 146, you could clearly see that the removal of the Chief Justice does not state clearly.
Yes.
It does not state clearly on how the removal of the Chief Justice should be like.
You see, the whole Article 146, in a way, gives a president the power if the president wants to take off the Chief Justice.
Okay.
You see, say Shenko Fuechi, Mofa petition emra. Yen somu, yen fama yen call because at the end, if you even check the Council of Elders or their election, you could see that most of them are full of NDC people. So if their president is bringing them a petition to handle, it is easy to take it off.
Okay.
You see.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Aki. I'll come to Mr. Prince Kumar. Prince, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, acting in accordance of the 1992 Constitution, has successfully suspended the Chief Justice. And what Ghanaians are asking, that personally I want to throw to you, is that why has the president or the NDC made it look like there is a need for them to wash the judicial system, and for that matter they are starting with the Chief Justice, and after they are done with the Chief Justice, the other ones that are supposed to be washed, they are going to wash it.
Right. So my brother is struggling to put forward a cogent argument. You see, he kept asking. John Dramani Mahama acted based on the stipulations of our 1992 Constitution. He kept talking about the notion. I tried to create the impression. So now you're dealing with emotions.
Yeah.
No, that's talking about upholding justice.
Justice.
Not about emotions or what you feel. The question is, how John Dramani Mahama acted in contravention of the Constitution stipulations? No.
So far, no.
No.
Okay.
Whatever thing he has done so far, he received 3 petitions.
Okay.
Right? The president cannot just get up and suspend
the Chief Justice.
Let's not also create the impression that the president or the Speaker of Parliament or the Chief Justice cannot be removed from office. They can be removed.
Oh yeah.
The president, who even the whole country, people that were eligible to vote, voted on, can even be impeached.
Definitely.
So the Chief Justice is not above the law. When you talk about democracy, you're talking about rule of law, supremacy of the law. Supremacy of the law is clearly telling you that nobody is above the law.
Certainly.
Correct. So the Chief Justice being removed or suspended does not amount to anything undemocratic. John Dramani Mahama has made sure that he received the petitions, as the constitution rightly stipulated, forwarded to the Council of State to establish a prima facie case.
Okay.
That based on, on the surface of the petition received, is there anything substantial which require further inquiry? Every article, article 146, clause 10A, talking about warrant suspend the Chief Justice. She has been suspended, so she will even have more time to then respond to the claims, right? So this is a very fair process. John Dramani Mahama even went on, upon the request of the CG, the suspended CG, to even give her a copy to respond. It has never happened. Because she gave her.
But if you say this has never happened, personally, reading the history of this country, this is the first time we've gotten to an extent where a CJ is being suspended from the office.
So maybe I should finish what I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
It has never happened that you are being removed from office. A petition has been brought against you, and you want a copy, and the president will grant that. The president granted that. She even asked for 7 days, and the president said, "No, I want to give you 10 days. Take your time, relax, and respond accordingly."
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
We lived in this country where Charlotte Osei was being removed.
Okay.
Petitions were brought against her.
Okay.
Then Charlotte Osei, through her lawyers, wrote to the president, Akufo-Addo, then, that I want a copy of the petition so I can respond. President Akufo-Addo said, "No, I cannot give you that."
Okay.
So my question to my friends on the other side of the political is very simple. Has John Dramani Mahama acted contrary to the provisions of our constitution? No. So should we now be dealing with what people feel?
No.
In fact, in the words of the suspended Chief Justice, no matter the noises that are made, the law is the law. The law is clear, very clear on what the president can do. The president can even only act based on petition. Without a petition, cannot act.
Okay.
Now she will be given fair hearing. The principle underpinning natural justice, all the ultra party, here the other side. She will be given the opportunity to also be heard.
Respond to it.
Respond. Today I'm talking about, we want to remove her so we can pack the court with ND people. So should we, based on that narrative, say that the Supreme Court is MPP headquarters? Because we have 14 judges now at the Supreme Court.
Okay.
12 of them were appointed by Nana Akufo-Addo.
That's true.
1 by President Kufuor, 1 by John Dramani Mahama.
Yeah.
Can I tell you that out of the 14, MPP appointed 13 of them. Only 1 was appointed by President John Dramani Mahama. But that was not the subject matter of discussion. You went on to even appoint openly political person, somebody who contested on a ticket of political party.
Yeah.
This is not like you are in the studio here because we are appointed. You say, NDC in term appointee. Where you be akwa election MPP dimu akwa MP wanya esiko Supreme Court.
Who is that?
Jau, NS Jau.
Okay.
That's the NS Jau. The contest as who?
Oh, okay.
So we are clearly telling you that somebody who is openly political, NPPPC, was appointed as a Supreme Court judge.
Okay.
I see that now MPP national guy talking about democracy being an attack, the judiciary being an attack. We were here in this country in 2017 when Delta Force entered the court, attacked the court, subjected a whole woman, a judge that was pregnant, into inhumane treatment. Not too long ago, April 6, 2018, President Akufo-Addo removed 3 high court judges. Now, when it comes to the court, the High Court, the Appeals Court, the Supreme Court, they are all high superior courts.
Okay.
The Chief Justice is a judge.
Yeah.
So she must be dealt with as such. It's not like you're a Chief Justice, so you're not a judge. You are a judge still.
Okay.
So she's being dealt with as such. Misstated misconduct. If there's any case to suggest that she has misconducted herself, the president will go ahead based on the committee's recommendation.
That is a ground stated for removal.
To remove her. Okay. So if there's not any cause, any evidence to establish that she has misconducted herself, I don't think she will be removed. That would be unconstitutional.
That's true.
John Dramani Mahama is committed to ensuring that he ran a very good democratic government.
Okay.
Not long ago, when he was president, the first term, Onamo Anodompe, MPP MP, brought a petition to the president. That was on 23rd September 2014.
Okay.
That a strike boss appointed by John Dramani Mahama, Madame Loretta Vivian, should be removed from office for violating the Red Act. Reason being that she misconducted herself and all that. John Dramani Mahama quickly, that was 2014, forwarded a petition. In fact, there were 2. One by Progressive Nationalist Forum, the spokesperson led by Richard Nyama Forward it to John Dramani John Dramani Mahama forward those petitions to the Chief Justice then.
Okay.
Judge Natia Wood. 5-member committee was put up, led by the former, Chief Justice, Justice Anim Yeboah, sorry.
Okay.
Then, based on the committee's report, the woman was removed from office. We are clearly telling John Dramani Mahama when it comes to being, honest, or,
adhering to the Constitution,
to the provisions of the Constitution.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal, and then that cannot be taken away from him.
Okay.
So, if the Chief Justice doesn't have anything to hide or she hasn't done anything wrong, I don't know why the MPP are taking the matter welcome, as though their mother is going, so they are crying. Please, we should move beyond. God has created every individual with common sense.
Okay.
That we should subject things to critical rigor.
Okay.
We don't deal with emotions and dealing with crying babies in this country. We are serious to running a good governance. We are going to uphold justice, devoid of emotions. So whoever it is, whether a speaker or party, whether you are a president in the country, democracy demands that you must act according to the law. That is why the president, who is the executive head, who is the head of government, head of state, can even be removed. They're talking about chief justice as though the chief justice is above the law. Supremacy of the law. MPP is talking about democracy. You, even in opposition, you are attacking journalists. Your third vice national chairman, who is saying primary fascicate, primary fascicate, he's throwing.
You see, we should understand the third vice chairman. He's not a lawyer. He's not a law student.
No, I'm not talking about the word pronunciation.
No, he's an agric student. He's an agric business student. So let's not.
I know you want to worsen the case for him. Don't
worry. No, I'm not worsening it. That's what he said. And he said, "Say one pronounce it word. Yeah. You will not hold him ransom to that."
In the words of the third vice chairman, for MPP, primary fascicate, right? Aside that, you were throwing journalists, the media. Under you, the media suffered. People were being killed.
But no, you see, if
when
we
you
are
talk
to
about democracy, they should, if not for democracy, that people should be given the right to express their views. I don't think people from MPP should be heard on any national issue.
Wow.
These are people who are so undemocratic. As if we have soon forgotten what they did in this country. When you remove 3 high court judges, did we say that you are attacking the judiciary? So should we then say that all the 12 judges appointed by President Akufo-Addo are MPP? No. If we talk about when we go to court and we lose a case, then we say that the court is unbiased. It's normal among human.
Okay.
Your attorney general, former attorney general, Godfrey Dami, when he lost the case against Atofos, what did he say? Was he not attacking the judges?
That's true.
So does that then make them then MPP courts? Okay. No, it's normal.
So let's come back. Let's come back to what we are discussing. So if clearly understand what you are saying, it means whatever is being done in accordance to the Constitution.
If there is any breach, they should let us know.
Good. So
for the first time, I've heard lawyers speaking. Lawyer way. Wakasa sunkwa no musu. Chere me mra obuso on TV chere. Like I don't get it. Tell us where the president has.
So at the end of the day, what we all are looking for is that the Constitution is being held in high esteem. That whatever the Constitution is said is being adhered to. But in all fairness, in upholding our democracy and the peace that we've all enjoyed for a very long time, we are hoping that the Chief Justice will be given a fair hearing, and then at the end of the day, whatever decision will be taken, it should be in the best interest of the country.
We don't do manya democracy. What Akufo-Addo did when he forced Attorney General Daniel Yaw to proceed on leave. That was in October 2020. When the Supreme Court ruled in May 2023 that what the president did was unconstitutional. That's what you were doing. Forcing somebody, go, I don't want to. Acting inconsistent with the Constitution. Meanwhile, the president then was a lawyer. Mahama is not a lawyer. But Mahama is making sure that he adheres to the provision of the Constitution. And this is the kind of president we want. We don't want another life president where he can just sit down.
Okay. Quickly. I want us to move to our next topic, which has to do with the establishment of the Ghana Gold Board, of which, reading the Gold Board Act, it says the Ghana Gold Board is going to oversee the purchase, the sales, and then as a matter of fact, the export of gold outside the country. And one thing that Ghanaians are asking the NDC so much is that what at all is so important about this Gold Board that NDC couldn't wait. They couldn't wait on 29th of March that the bill was passed at midnight, 3 a.m. This is that time na mo pass a bill no. Na MPP for e ka say ya bre uma yen ko na ade achi a enyina yen bra na yen be bubu eye bill hu sem. Nanso mo say da ye de yen tena se na bill yi mu nsem de eye wenti no ekosi say ma MPP for stage a workout. I am a time ma mu pass bill no mo ni ho. What I thought is so important about this bill?
No more than and I'm not the one.
No, na say ya bu ejuma ya bre. Asat say even saying 1 a.m. na egusuti even say parliament debate bill a be pass. Ya bre ya bu ejuma fiti anopa ya bre wo say yen kwaji ya home. Na still am say yen tena say na yen bu ejuma. It's not fair.
Budget discussions ebe call mo na for mo yen minister mo nya bia dia na de mo bre. Omo timi tena sa ma de echi. Ba bill no de omo abre. I mean, that just not being seen. In fact, they are even insignificant in parliament. It's just for the respect for democracy because our whole when we go on country, or two abano, NDC for one bit matter, or for me quorum for. I mean, parliamentary business without for me quorum for decision.
So good. So if your grounds is on say NDC for a quorum, then does it mean say see anamu here MPP for parliament to be my
yeah, sure be said by force.
Na say there be na say senior ya to abama odie. It is a must for you to be there to represent your people.
And American they say they should come, right? I mean, we are all happy. In fact, you should have a very, very good minority to hold you accountable. That's very good. I like that. I'm saying that if they don't want to come, that's not a problem. The gold ball bill has gone through several stages. The committee level, they reviewed everything. They did a lot of stakeholder engagement. So the bill before coming to parliament wasn't something that Sami Janfi just sat somewhere, put it together, manya. In fact, I've seen the minority leader, Honorable Alala Fenyamaki, him being commending Sami Janfi for the work done. Telling him to make sure you leave a mark. Can you tell us that even the minority, what I know from where I sit, it's not against the gold board. Maybe only my brother will be against it. Which I'm expecting. But they, the members of parliament for MPP, are not against it. They're only there to criticize. In that sometimes we should be careful. And then they are, of course, every venture, right? There are shortcomings and all.
Okay, so I would want to go to Honorable Ake. Honorable Ake, according to your political party, the gold board bill, no, it lacks some significant materials that your party would want it to be looked at to be able to fight the Galamsey. Now, so you hear me say mo parliament na those significant nyoma na mo be contribute to the bill. Na man na okay na at the end of the day no Galamsey na ye sun say eku oman no entumi killing the man no mo stage a workout man take keep out in the third reading debate of the Gold Board Act.
Okay, so I also want to know what at all, as you already said, what at all is in this Gold Board that the majority couldn't wait. And at that time, where members of parliament were tired, they still wanted them to sit on their toe, then pass it. You see, we're in this country where Cocoa Board came in to play its role to help Cocoa. I always say that one thing I'm for, are you here for, especially Cocoa for a Cocoa Board.
Oh, sir.
Of course.
Why buy free power and chair?
Oh, of course. Cocoa Board. Yes, no number share non talk Ghana, Okuafo Cocoa. Yeah. Now on cotton. Rather, you see when NDC were in opposition at a forcing. Let's make it 6,000. 3,000 what Musi see or more. We're cheating them. It clearly tells us that when we decided to give it a board, to rather look at it to help the farmers get money in their pocket. It is rather killing the farmers. Because Queenie be drinks a Camry Burkina Faso cra cotton ya Kamenya cash kakra. This is the same precedent we are now coming in to give the Gold Board. Okay. We are saying Galamsey is killing us. Galamsey is killing us. Now let's come out with a lucrative logo name for Galamsey. Let's give it a nice corporate name, Gold Board. And then let this Gold Board buy the gold from this miners and then do what? Sell it. Okay. It will bring what Galamsey down. My brother, you see, when we sit in this country and we don't tell the people the truth, this is what will happen.
Okay.
What is the rush? It may be a good thing, but what is the rush in your first 3 to 4 months? What is the rush in coming out with gold board when you haven't even solved this galamsey menace? It is killing the people.
I would think, say, probably, gold in West Africa now, Ghana is the lead exporter. You understand? So I feel like the need for the rush might be that, because I don't know because if gold is leaving the country without being regulated and it is moving freely like that, and the country feels say
my brother, this gold board, just like a newborn baby, declaring a newborn baby champion. On Riayempo.
Okay.
On Riayempo, no one young man. You say you are just making the thing to look too genuine, as if it is coming to make Ghana the richest. But we've seen what Ghanaians have done with cocoa board. We've seen what Ghanaian leaders have done with cocoa board. They told that this gold and a cocoa, you see, but it doesn't say cocoa board no or the cow.
Okay.
Yes, or the millions of cedis. This is the same way we are going to do with this gold board. That it is going to solve galamsey and it's going to give the country money. I think Sammy Jenfi should relax and not speed up, so that when a new government comes in, you see, this is going to bring millions, because you are going to capitalize all this gold and then sell it. I think they should sit down well. Plan and then give more resonance to it rather than ration. Because with 24-hour economy,
have you had the opportunity to have a feel of the Gold Board Act?
Oh, my brother, I don't even need to sit to have any Gold Board Act anything. It is just a rush. You see, that whole thing is, we are saying that it is even going to help galamsey end it. How? What is this gold board? Who even told you?
That's what I'm asking. Have you read? Have you have a feel of the
and I'm telling you, I don't even need to sit to read it. Even just the whole explanation Sammy Jenfi is giving on this gold board, I think it is too for even Ghana. But it is a good thing.
Okay.
It is going to give us money. But sit down clearly. I think even we should even see to the galamsey issue first before coming out with your gold board, because once are they going to buy the galamsey from the gold from these galamseyers too? No, they are not. Or am I lying?
Galamsey is illegal.
Yes, so you
cannot
so if you
from an illegal
so it means that those who will still do the galamsey will find a way to do what? Smuggle their gold and sell. So rather sit to discuss the galamsey issue and leave those river gas and your party chairman stopping. Let's solve that issue first. Now we know we don't have to deal with galamseyers. Now we have proper mining people with license. And you see, aside everything, even giving licenses and all, this gold board is going to give more companies the room to operate. And then even because whether legal or not illegal, it is still destroying our lands. Because you to galamsey or the lines so one lines so assassin no kwakutu. So you are going to give more investors the room to come in. We want to end the thing. I don't know if you are getting my point.
I understand you.
We want to end the thing. So let us end it and then relax and then come out with a proper what's the license now for the bay? Now you are talking about gold board over to gold nefi friends legal miners for we honum no wakoton. Now you are bringing in a gold board and lucrative things. People are now going to go in. Obako the license no minerals commission no wakotu no the aba no wakoto. But the main issue of galamsey we've not solved it.
Okay, so let me ask, taking a cue from what Ake just said. There used to be PMMC. See, you done it the Aben gold board. What is the similarities between these two bodies? Then again, I would want you to hit emphatically how this gold board is going to tackle our galamsey issue.
So the gold board is not just about galamsey. As my brother wants to have our audience believe.
Okay.
You see, he said he has not read it.
Yes. Oh yes. But I have the bill here.
Oh great. I like you. It's good to read.
So honorable, if you want to, just have a feel of it.
Please let the camera capture it.
Now, me also me per se me guess ne bana say bibia ni na say in the no room na say ntro bia na yentumi mbu ana yem me make reference enti no bill ni e bia.
Whatever I said is just a market the gold resources of the country. Be responsible for the marketing of the gold resource of the country.
Okay.
Just like Cocoa Board. Being marketing our cocoa out there, selling it, and then giving revenue to the country. It's the same thing. That is the main function of the gold board.
Okay.
This whole book, the main function of the gold board is to sell our gold.
No.
It is not going to end Galamsey.
So it's not just about ending Galamsey. So relax. You see, he was talking about Cocoa Board. When Cocoa Board was making profit under NDC, you came. As we speak today, even 200 containers of chemicals that they imported, we can no longer find them. Well, in this country, Cocoa Board told us that some of their fertilizer has expired, wasted, gone. When Arthur Forson was talking about the price not being fair, you see, you don't just sit down and say 3,000 cities. I does the same. Maybe 429 a month. My yard there will be.
Okay.
Cocoa price are determined what we call FOB or world market price.
Yes.
The question will be that under NBC, now world market price near same. That's the question. As at 2016, we're getting $2,950 dollars for the ton.
Okay.
Now, if we bring it to the cities per bag, we're getting around 719 cedis per bag. We're giving farmers 475 Ghana cedis. That's 66%. So you have to look at the amount you got, the amount you're giving farmers. So if you got 719 Ghana cedis, as it then was, and you're giving farmers 475, you went to the market. Listen, you see how they do the analysis. You went to the market. The price of cocoa has increased.
Yeah.
You went to the market. As of 2024, you were getting 10,711. The exchange rate then was 15.5. So we were getting about 11,000 Ghana cedis. You were giving the farmer 3,000 Ghana cedis. They want us to clap for you. So Honorable Atofo claimed they was talking about the fact that if we're able to give them 66%, mean that with that amount, we could have given them 6,000 Ghana cedis. It's simple as that. It's simple math. So they don't just say because you have increased it. They think the farmers are not educated. So you go and sell and come and give me my money. When you went, how much were you giving? That's the question. So because you couldn't handle Cocoa Board well, today Randy Abbey was even giving us people requested for things they didn't need. They are all expired. This is what they did. They just import.
So let's bring our conversation down
with
to
the gold board because
you
couldn't work with Cocoa Board doesn't mean you cannot do that. Gold board is there to make sure that while we increase our forex, we regulate our gold trading industry. Now help to also tackle the menace of Galamsey. But I'm not saying it's going to stop Galamsey because Galamsey need holistic approach. You cannot say that gold board buying gold alone is enough to keep the menace.
Okay.
Please, we understand.
I understand you clearly.
We have had the gold industry being unstructured.
Okay.
We have the Ministry of Natural Lands and Natural Resources. We have Minerals Commission. We have EPA, all regulating. You try to make sure the environmental impact of illegal mining.
Yeah.
Mining, gold mining or whatever. PMMC was giving licenses to gold dealers.
Okay.
The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources was also giving licenses to gold dealers, exporters, right? Upon the advice of the Minerals Commission. So you don't really know who they report to, right?
Yeah.
Now we had most of the people giving their license by the ministry were mostly foreigners. Where they buy the gold, export it. The country does not really benefit. At a point where Ghana needed money, Bank of Ghana needed to go and buy gold through PMMC, right? And their aggregators. And we are now saying that we want to now have a board, just like our Cocoa Board, a board that will buy gold, that will issue licenses, right? So we want to deal even with gold smuggling. Do you know how much we are losing to gold smuggling? About $2.5 billion annually to that.
Wow.
We are saying that we want to deal with gold smuggling. So if they are illegal miner, who are you going to sell the gold to? Because you cannot go and sell it to any other person. A foreigner cannot go there that you are going to buy. If you want to buy the gold, gold board is there. You can go and buy the gold from there. You cannot go down there to tell them you are going to buy the gold. So it's also there to ensure that there's a stop to the smuggling. That's why gold board now have the power, authority, to appoint gold inspectors that will work with national security, Ghana police, and all the security agencies to ensure that anybody involved in gold smuggling, right, will be arrested. Now we even have whistleblowing incentives, 10%. So today, if you find somebody that is selling gold to somebody you think is not licensed to, if you report and then we go to court, you are able to confiscate them, sell them, you will get 10% of the value of it.
Oh, okay.
Just like what OSP is doing.
Yeah.
You know, OSP won't report corruption cases.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
they do investigation, find out it's true. You give it 10% of the proceeds.
Yeah.
That's what Gold Board 2 is coming to do. So Gold Board wants to make sure we get the best from our minerals. Ghana is the leading producer of gold in the whole of Africa.
That's
Number
true.
6 in the world. What are we getting? Every we are talking about yabre. So we want to increase our forex. Make sure have more dollars. We sell the gold, we get our dollars, we bring it. You have an account with Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana will have the dollars. Bank of Ghana, of course, will give you cedis because we don't want to spend cedis in the country. Bank of Ghana will give you the gold board, the cedis to give it to all those that need money to go and purchase, the gold. So gold board is there to make sure that we regulate our gold industry to ensure that we get the needed money we are supposed to get from our minerals, unlike what you did. So if my brother sits here and he found it very unattractive to read this document, to appreciate what Saudi Jamfi has done, it's not a rush. The question is, what is in there that's the problem? Now the act is finished. We are done with the act. What's the problem in there? You can't speak to that.
He hasn't still told us how he's going to solve the Galamsey menace.
But if you're an illegal miner, how do you go and sell gold?
So I want
If you're an illegal miner,
because
how do you go and sell gold?
How? Oh, do you know that recently some cocoa farmers were caught when they wanted to smuggle cocoa to Burkina Faso? It means it is there, even till we have. We should first check the impact of cocoa board.
Relax.
Because it is like on the same terrain.
I just told you what he did with cocoa board.
I have read it.
What he did, because of what he did with MPP, you think
responsible for the marketing of gold resource of the country, just like cocoa board. And today, cocoa board is running in deficit
because of what he did.
Who did?
You MPP did.
Who did?
Yes.
You in opposition told us that we should be paying cocoa farmers 6,000 Ghana cedis. You were paying them 400 and what? 70 what? 5.
They go to.
Not the school. I'm coming. Let me make my point.
Out of what?
We were giving them 3,000 just this year.
Out of what?
I'm coming. You came into power. Ghanaians have voted for your reset agenda. Now you haven't been able to even increase what we left for you. Where Burkina Faso has been able to increase. Are you telling me that the world market price hasn't changed? Or Burkina Faso is the government is just wants to just waste money, so they want to increase it. Yes, we've not given you the power. Increase it to the 6,000 because you are telling me that we were taking 11,000.
Have you seen any price from government that speaks to the fact that it's not 6,000?
You've still not changed the price. So they are still taking what we left.
Cocoa buy in season
from 475 to 3,000. My brother, won't you appreciate this government?
Okay, let me speak to you. Maybe.
What are you telling me?
Ton cocoa. Semi adema se kotonga. Adena born na 100 cedis. That was 10 years ago. Let me say 10 years ago. Na 100 cedis. Oba when koton ban. Now I'm 60 Ghana cedis. So my to adena boa for 700 cedis. Oba na 120 cedis. O si da bi ba ko no mo 60 cedis. Me ma want to say my ya asen o. O we bi se ba ko no dey to wajim. O we bi se adena born ma to ma ko 1,000 cedis. Enti ade o di measure earnest kind of the money.
Okay. So now from January,
what is the current
April,
world market price?
I haven't checked that.
You've not checked
we are
that
in April, but other African countries have increased. Burkina Faso, you know that they have increased their cocoa price. Ghana still hasn't increased. You cried in opposition that we were taking 11,000.
What response do you have to
that? Cocoa. Have the government purchased cocoa so far?
You see the point?
Before you buy cocoa, you tell the farmer this is the price I'm going to buy. Whether you do the price in January or February, before you go and buy the cocoa every year, government inform farmer this is the price I'm going to buy your cocoa this year. Tell me the price again. This government said they're going to buy cocoa this year.
Fine, fair enough. The point I'm trying to make is Burkina Faso is also an African country.
Why are you making reference to Burkina Faso?
They don't also sell it on the world market.
If he is saying that government today has not.
Okay, so what we are all waiting for is that when you do your own,
good.
Then we get your 6,000 because our cocoa farmers are waiting from January. We are in April, 4 months now. They still haven't had any increase.
I'm not sure. Are we in the cocoa season?
Cocoa.
Yeah. Are we in the season? Yes. Are we in the season?
And they are here to go and buy.
Okay.
So fair enough.
Because yesterday I chanced on a video. I think. The CEO, Dr. Randy Abbey, is in somewhere in the western region visiting some cocoa farmers, and then I saw him made a point vehemently that the government is going to increase the price of the cocoa.
What we are saying is that one of the promises you made to the Ghanaian people that made you win power is to increase the cocoa price from the 3,000 to the 6,000. That is one promise you made to them. So ensure that.
I'll change your position now.
So let me state.
It's been 4 months. You've not
let me state exactly what the CEO said. That Ghana's price is going to be higher than that of the neighboring countries. So providing equivalently whatever the neighboring countries is buying the cocoa is exactly 6,000 cedis, meaning the price that is going to be quoted by the government of the day is going to be more than 6,000 Ghana cedis.
Oh no.
According to
no African country. No African country. No African country. It's paying.
Okay. I buy better cocoa. Time Andrew before I buy better year no. Okay, farmer say. I think
that point has been clearly made. I think that point has been clearly made. I think that point has been clearly made. We've switched.
We go smuggling.
Yes, we switched from yes. Let's come to.
Tell me the institution that will go smuggling in this country.
That is illegal.
No institution.
That is illegal.
No, there's not even a specific institution that will gold smuggling.
Okay.
There are not specific law that will, if you smuggle gold, this is what we're going to do to you.
Okay.
So that's what gold board seeks to do, address. That you have the gold inspectors who can even come to your office.
Then you still did not even get my point.
Oh, please.
What I was trying to say is cocoa board. You know when you smuggle cocoa, when you take it outside the country, it's a smuggling without giving it to cocoa board.
Yeah.
It is smuggling, and there are agencies to check that, but it is still going on. It clearly means that the same way that you've established your gold board and you brought.
You see. The fact that it is going on doesn't mean we need to appreciate it. It is illegal.
Yes,
it is illegal.
So what we
want is that the Cocoa Board Act, which ensures that whatever illegal that is being done in that terrain, whatever punishable action that need to be taken in that particular circle need to be adhered to and need to be enforced. That is what we should be looking at. That's what they don't want. Not to compare that to the gold border. Whatever is going to happen here is the same thing that is going to
happen. Because it is the same
guy. The argument is that you see what Brother Ranabo was doing yesterday.
Yeah.
Somebody requested for things that he didn't need. They're like ACG they did. They don't need the request. They go and buy. Because they mismanaged Cocoa Board. You see? They think that MPP2
mismanaged Cocoa Board, but we paid your cocoa farmers over 3,000 cedis when you left with 475.
I think both points.
It is to our viewers.
I think yes. I think
our viewers will judge.
Yes, because your point
3,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes, your points have been
clear. We
know
that you established the gold board, and it is our party who will come and make it more profitable and will give this country more funds.
That's fine.
Oh, I've never said the gold board is bad.
But I said because Cocoa Board is not working, we shouldn't.
That's fine. Your points have been clearly made. Your points have been clearly made. You know,
take and read.
I have read it. I said what is in it.
Yeah, I saw you reading it. You've read all the pages.
What I'm saying is, I said it even before you gave me that it is going to be the marketing lesson for our good.
Yes.
I even said before.
Yes, but
it is in here.
Good. So we are coming to the end of the show, of which I want us to tackle our last topic, which I'll start with Ake. You are coming from the NPP. Your party is touring the 16 regions of Ghana, thanking the good people of Ghana for the votes that was amassed for them. I just want to know your take on that. What is this thank you looked at? Next 4 years you'll be going for election. Is it that you've started campaign, or you are indeed thanking Ghanaians for the votes that were given to you? And that should be done within 2 minutes.
So thank you for that too. So the New Patriotic Party went into an election in 2024 where we had Ghanaians who showed gratitude to what the President Nana Akufo-Addo has done together with the MPP party, but unfortunately victory didn't come on our side.
Okay.
So I think party leadership took in some steps, established a committee led by Professor Michael Okwe to see to it why we lost the election, which I think it's a very good one there.
Okay.
I think Prof came out with that findings and gave that report to the party.
Okay.
And after that, the party sees it's necessary to go on a tour to give thanks to first God and then to the people of Ghana for showing the appreciation to the party when they went to the polls on December 7th. I think it's a very good one. This is not a campaign. It is just to show gratitude to the good people of Ghana.
Okay.
I think we have our party executive together with the flag bearer. And you see, what is nice about this is we've called all people who are willing to aspire to become flag bearer, party executive, to join. See, there's a unity. I think this is the first step in reorganizing our party base, making our party stand tall.
Land in 30 seconds.
So I think it's a very good one there, and I believe Ghanaians are also happy that after all, even though we lost, we are showing appreciation to them. So kudos to the party, and kudos to everybody out there. And when we get to your constituency, embrace us. Okay. Because very soon we'll be going to the polls again. Yes, 4 years next year. We need their support.
So yes, Honorable Prince, MPP is touring the country and then thanking Ghanaians. They are thanking Ghanaians that we election or to abani be more also. And then I walk home in 2 minutes.
I thought that about me. I had one. He said he has won the election already. All that he's asking for is the margin. If more margin can see. Anyway, I want to comment on Honorable Kennedy at Japan. I think he did so well in the last promise. Amassing 37.41% is not easy. Going against a whole party machinery, supporting Dr. Bawumia wasn't easy. And I wish him the best in this, thank you talk. He has done so well. And I want to believe this time around, knowing the fact that Nana is no longer there to orchestrate things for Bawumia, how things will turn out. And I want to wish Brian Champon too well. Maybe he may have.
Brian Champon is in the race now.
Oh yes.
Maybe.
Oh really?
Let me use this opportunity to greet him, Honorable Brian Champon. He's a very great man of our party.
So I mean, it's a normal thing to go on the thank you tour. NBC did the similar thing. And post-election, researches are very good. Although we know what is contained in the Professor Michael Clay report.
Oh, okay.
Your PhD thesis. I think PhD thesis is a bit my say with you because we are not now we are can.
Oh yes, MPP. The report is not actually going down to other people. They sit in office. So we have two reports. One is by the former Swami MP. What's the name? Osechemesa Bonsu. Okay. When Jaffa was going on his media tour, Kelly made it. He clearly stated that after that report, they won't take it. Meanwhile, the report has not come out. That they will take a report that has not also come out yet. That's of Michael K. Meaning that they know what is inside the radio. It's a plan thing. Let's make sure that somebody looks like this. So I want to also extend, my greetings to Honorable Dr. Matthew Woko Prempe for making sure they lost massively a humiliating
defeat.
You
land in 30 seconds.
Land in 30 now having from 169 to 137 to now how many 80. I have to 80 crap. And now they are insignificant in parliament.
88,
so 88. Oh, are you sure? Okay, next election, only God knows what they will get. So that's why when you are going, please this time around, let's thank you to don't go and dance. Please, we beg you. Kim Paluta will win the TGM, so don't worry. Let his tongue rest. Make sure you thank the people who are not dancing.
Are you trying to say? Are you trying to say it's Bawumia that made Paluta's song?
Oh yes. Let me comment for. He actually tried.
So meaning Sisifian is winning popular song of the year.
Oh yeah, probably. Just because Bawumia lost, I don't know whether Paluta will lose.
Oh, I said the song was popular.
But I think
Honorable Ake was, Brian Champon was dancing to Sisifian.
Napo and then the Bawumia can join Afronita, my classmate, of course. They can join here and then. To get them through some dance lessons.
I see. All right, guys, it has been an interesting one today. It is never a dull moment with my guest. Honorable Ake will fire, and I know Prince Kuma will also fire. Omunina fire machines we do that video fire machines we do that video matrasi. It's in any I think Abi that is all. Do you have anything else to say? You have last, so you have some greetings, some shout outs.
Oh yes, I've already extended my greetings to Honorable Brian Champon.
What has he done for you?
Oh, he's a great man of our party.
Will he be contesting?
Oh, God willing, if everything goes in place. Yeah, he was at Kumasi just this week.
Oh, okay.
Donated some 300,000 and is asking for permission from Mutumfo to build.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Oh, wow!
He's a great man.
That's nice. Do you also have you want to greet anyone? Shout out.
Check out.
Do you have a Brian Champon to greet?
Oh no, let me just.
Do you have a Brian Champon in your party that you want to greet?
Oh, okay. Let me greet the chief of staff, our national chairman, the minister of education, everybody.
First names. Competitors. Mention their names.
Let me greet my boss, Raymond Tamaklo. You know Raymond Tamaklo, right?
Yes, I know.
And your boss, Salome.
Julius Kwame Anthony, a very fantastic guy, and my boss, that's head of communication at NADMO. Harrison Kuyaba, they are doing fantastic
yes, Harrison.
And also the spokesperson for the Ashanti Regional Minister. You know the Ashanti Regional Minister?
Yes. The young man that is shaking Ashanti region.
TikTok minister.
The Ashanti region that can cause
we should have discussed the health ministers.
So Hussein Ibrahim, I see you, and Dennis Akrowa.
Oh yes, Hussein. I like Hussein.
You know Hussein,
so
right?
I know Hussein.
Hussein can defeat, can conquer the regional communication officer. That Hussein Ibrahim. Akola, I'm paying for more than a one. Boss Fire. I mean, they are doing so well for the great NDC party. And let's watch out for these guys. They are going to do massively well. And also Sami Aye. You know Sami Aye, right?
Dr. Sami Aye.
Fantastic guy. And the head of communication in Ghana. Okay. You know the head of communication? Honorable Felix. Oh my God. And there's some Jata George. I'm down with the greetings.
It's like your Brian Champons is becoming more than we had only one Brian Champon, but you had like 17 Brian Champon.
They are the people going to lead this party into
all right. Thank you so much.
Your ex-hero, Kalije and Anampe.
Oh, okay. They are doing well. I like that. They are doing well.
Greet them. They will lead the party too.
Who cannot contrast simple sentence?
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for making time to my show today, and I'm so grateful. I'm sure I'm going to see you guys next week too. And so and next week I'll see you guys. Next week you guys are coming.
Amen.
Next week you are coming.
Oh yes. So far as NDC is in power,
you will come.
And they won't do the right thing. Come and speak it for Ghanaians to know.
Alright guys, this has been your favorite political show, Political Pulse on Kane Media TV, Kane Media Trends, and your favorite host, Gausu Zamani. Today our topics have been very interesting. We discussed the precedents that has been set, claimed by the MPP, the removal of the Chief Justice. We also spoke about the thank you tour that the NDC is backing, and then the very famous Gold Board Act, and then the Gold Board that has been set up by this new CEO, Honorable you know, they've all given their brilliant submissions to that, and then we are hoping that whatever has been said, the key, and then drink a cry as we are the amano, opinion for them fana. At least the only me I found Hama or mine I I enjoy the air cosono. Alhamdulillah, I enjoy. So yes, your favorite host Gausu Zamani, and I want to say thank you to my viewers out there. So yes, that is it for today. Peace out.